Hi everybody, it's Bonkai922 here, and okay, a lot of shit came out. Oh my god. Last night I did the, Fairy Tale chapter review. Um, didn't get to the Fairy Tale episode review or episode review to High School DxD. Hopefully tonight I'll get to it. Those two. Hopefully. We'll see. Um, Attack on Titan came out today. Wow. That's after this. Right now, Attack on Titan's later. That's just I'm probably gonna be doing 2 videos on that. What happened in that chapter. With what happened in that chapter, I'm probably gonna be ending up doing 2 videos. And not now, but rather tomorrow or during the week, I will do 2 videos on Fairy Tail. That's how it's gonna go. Okay? So let's move on. Kenichi review. This was chapter 466, The Gauntlet Memories. And basically, we get the beginning. They've defeated the guy that, and Miu'S thanking Kenichi that, oh, thank you for, you can have these back now, thank you so much. And then Kenichi saying, those are your father's gauntlets, so I'm actually the one who's borrowing them. And basically the chapter is called Gauntlet Mementos. And she thanks him for protecting him. And he's looking at her, and she says, "Is something wrong?" And he sees her whole body is exposed. She's like half naked. And she's like, "Daddy, look at us." He's like embarrassed, cause like there's this part where you see her ass, whole ass hanging out. It's like it's strange. But anyway, and here's the funny thing. And she says, "Oh, even at times like this, men think about this stuff. But stop. How long are you gonna keep staring?" And then all of a sudden, here's the funny thing, which I don't understand at the beginning of this chapter. When he starts looking at her naughty parts, her boobs and her ass, the spell that he had on her, that Janarzard's spell, it keeps coming up every time he does that. So he's like, I feel like I want to slice you into bits. So Miu knocks herself out, and that's when the subordinates of Junozard, the little girl and the guy, they're there to help Kenichi out. So they're telling him to go up this way because the building is burning down. And that's when they collide with these guards, these huge motherfuckers, huge ass motherfuckers wearing masks, waiting to do battle. So Kenichi's got to deal with this. So basically, he says he can't fight anymore. That's when the guy of the temple, of the castle, is there. So he's helping out. They're both helping out Kenichi battle these guys. Don't waste time. Let's go. We're ordered to kill all suspicious people in the castle. Minang. I think that's the kid's name, Minang, little girl. So, like master, and then they encounter these guys who are on the level of a master. So they usually have to get through these guys. You wish to harm them, I will have to stop you. But you were just trained to be a spy. I wonder how long you can last against us. So they end up fighting these guys. Big, just the guy that's helping Kenichi. He does this Jules special attack, fist flying and everything. So they're trying to get out of the way. And this little girl, she's helping too, but she ends up almost getting hacked with a sword. And Kenichi's with the gauntlets like this, protecting her. He says, "It can't be. Why didn't you run away?" Because I already decided I wouldn't run away anymore. Miu sounds like she would have done the same thing. So he ends up fighting these guys as well. and Kenichi helps them, and it seems like it's a lost cause, and they're gonna get killed. And that's when, out of the blue, um, someone comes up from behind them, grabbing them and beating them up, and that person is Johnson, the mercenary, which is like, what? Pretty intense shit. I mean, he just comes out of the blue and just knocks these guys down. Says, John, that's useless, mercenary. And you know what he does? This was awesome in this chapter. He puts his fingers in the guy's fists. Like, you know how he puts his fingers in between his knuckles to prevent him from actually, what is he? He can't pull out his fist. That was awesome. But that's when he says, "Bastard." That's when they decide to tumble down the fucking building, the structures, and it falls on Johnson. And then out of the blue, this guy shows up. He says, "Who you take this?" He destroys it, and out of the blue, this guy shows up carrying Johnson in his arms while there's fire all over the place. And then you see who this guy is. And somebody already made a comment earlier, I think it was a couple of days ago, kind of commenting on the previous chapter that I reviewed, commenting on this chapter. To some degree, this guy who shows up is his father. And he's like just standing there, and he's got these awesome gauntlets on his hands and everything. And he says, the previous owner, and Kenichi says, "You're the previous owner of those gauntlets." And that's how the chapter ends. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome Kenichi chapter. I liked it. I mean, it was, what, 16 pages? I've noticed that Kenichi's been very, it's not, it used to be a monthly. I believe, I'm not sure 100% if that's true, but I know it used to be. But now, it's shorter and everything. But it was a good chapter. I like what I saw. I mean, big ups to the mercenary guy doing that. That was awesome. That was awesome. That was cool. Um, but yeah, pretty much it was good. You get to see Miu'S father. That guy he looks pretty cool with gauntlets, and he's just standing there. And then the scene there, you get this shine. There's a shine on the gauntlet while he's standing there. So obviously he's there to help. That's Miu'S father, so he's there to help. So they're just trying to get out of the castle. That's all they're trying to do. And now Kenishi's got somebody to help him get out of there, get Miu to safety, and so on and so forth. So, good chapter. Like I said, it was short, but that's how. But it's just so funny in the beginning with Miu. I'm like, she's naked, and she's like, "Yeah, you look at," and then all of a sudden she goes to Jinnozard, his spell reenacts, and all of a sudden she wants to kill him. I'm like, what? She said, "Don't worry, I'll knock myself out." Oh, it was crazy. But big ups on this chapter. The big positives for this chapter, I believe, were the thing with Johnson, the mercenary. That guy was awesome. Just puts his fingers in the guy's fists, and he can't move. So he can't. He's like, it's like in their fists, and they can't get out of it. That was awesome. So it's just moving forward with Kenichi. I like what I see. No word. Maybe anybody can figure out this. I'm trying to figure out what's the story on this OVA. That's the one thing I'm wondering about. As far as ratings concerned, I give it 3.5. I would give it a 4, but we have to wait and see what goes on the next chapter from here. But I'm wondering, maybe you people can chime in on this. When's this OVA coming out? Because I'm just wondering. Maybe I'll look around and find out. Because I'm still wondering what's the story. We're in March, and that's what the date was supposed to be when they were going to put it. But, Anyway, this is Bonkai922. See you guys later, and don't go anywhere. Attack on Titan review. Holy shit. Things I gotta talk about in that chapter review. Gonna blow people's minds. Alright, so, good chapter. Kenichi. Like what I saw. See you guys later.